tracks that we're on were formerly used by the Grand Trunk Railway, a standard gauge train that ran from Portland all the way up to Montreal, Canada. For over 130 years, trains would roll down this line, carrying passengers and freight between Portland and Montreal, and points in between. Although the Grand Trunk no longer serves downtown Portland, our railroad today follows the same route to the end of our serviceable line. We'll talk more about the Grand Trunk Railway and what our narrow gauge train is doing here in Portland a little later on. Our city of Portland has quite an interesting history. Before the arrival of European settlers, the land was populated by the Alco-Cisco, Abenaki, and Wabanaki peoples. The first permanent European settlers came in 1633, 13 years after the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. Maine was originally a province of Massachusetts until 1820, when Maine separated from Massachusetts and became an independent state. The city of Portland was burned 4 times. In 1676, the village of Portland was completely destroyed by the Abenaki people during King Philip's War. The French and their native allies destroyed the town around 16 as the Bug Light. This rather stumpy lighthouse got its nickname because Portland locals considered it cute as a bug. It was designed by the architect Thomas Walter, who designed the U.S. Capitol's east and west wings, as well as the Capitol building's current dome. The architect took inspiration for this lighthouse from an ancient monument in Athens, Greece. The light was in use actively from 1875 until 1942, and then reactivated in 2002. Today, you can visit Bug Light Park for an up-close look at the lighthouse and learn about Portland shipbuilding efforts during World War II. To the left of Bug Light is the Portland Pipeline Corporation pier and storage tanks. Crude oil is unloaded at the pier from tanker ships and is kept in storage tanks before being piped to refineries in Montreal. The pipeline was built in 1941 to provide a more direct route to Canada than routing oil via the St. Lawrence River. Importantly, the pipeline also helped protect the oil from potential attacks by German U-boats during World War II. Portland's harbor entrance is behind the Portland Pipeline Corporation pier. Out of business, the Maine two-footers scrapped almost all the tracks and equipment that they had, selling off some locomotives and cars to other railroads or private individuals. A cranberry farmer in South Carver, Massachusetts, was looking to construct a small railroad at this time to serve his property. He found that surviving 2-foot locomotives and freight cars from the forests and hills of Maine would be perfect for his farm railroad. This farmer's name was Ellis D. Atwood, and he played a crucial role in saving Maine's 2-foot railroad history from extinction. Atwood purchased all the remaining 2-foot equipment that he could find and immediately put it to use on his farm railroad. He called this railroad the Edaville Railroad, named after his own initials of EDA. Sometimes he would attach a passenger car or two to the work train and offer rides for his neighbors. Interest in riding the unique small passenger train quickly spread far, and Atwood capitalized by turning a small farm railroad into a fully passenger, tourist-centered operation. Atwood converted most of the 2-foot freight cars he had acquired into passenger cars and set about running trains on a 5-mile scenic loop around his property. For the next 50 years, Maine's surviving 2-foot trains enjoyed a second life at the Edaville Railroad in Massachusetts, carrying generations of visitors on a scenic, old-fashioned train ride. Unfortunately, rising property taxes in South Carver forced this first version of the Edaville Railroad out of business in early 1992. Atwood had long passed